The reason why Nigeria is not doing well today is because we have largely deplorable families. A nation is only as great as the families. Write that down. That might be one of the most important things you'll hear. A nation is only as great as its families. You want to have a great nation? You need to have great families. What makes up families? Values, culture, sentiments, possibilities, aspirations. Values, culture, sentiments, possibilities, aspiration. What is the value of your family? The value, the sum total of the value of Nigerian families is directly proportional to the sum total of the value of the Nigerian society. Write that down. The sum total of the value of Nigerian families is directly proportional to the sum total of the value of Nigerian society. Is Nigerian society bad? Yes. Are Nigerian families bad? Largely so. These are the facts on ground. Do families preach values any longer? I doubt. Do they want to have a good country with bad value system? Yes. So what do Nigerians do collectively? They deceive themselves. And you know Nigerians are experts in self-deceit. You have a dysfunctional family unit, yet you want to have a great nation. But you have a dysfunctional family unit. You have a family unit that the government is not even concerned about. You argue with me. Should government be concerned about family? Should they poke their noses into family affairs? Not necessarily. Well, how can the government be concerned about families? By putting in place infrastructures that make the family living and life better. So you have poor infrastructure, poor health care. The family interacts with the infrastructure. The social interacts with the physical. And you want good thinking? You are lying. Isn't it funny that we've lived all our lives and praying for NEPA to bring light is still a prayer point in Nigeria when we can create power by ourselves? So just imagine families that have seen the possibility of not knowing how light should come. What will they do? They will not do it any better. And it is evident in what we see in our society. I keep telling this story as a child. As a child, in my dad's car, there was a period that the speedometer stopped working. If you remember the Geiger speedometer and the Peugeot, it stopped working. And because it had not been fixed for a while, at some point, I started to believe that most speedometers don't work in cars. And when it was finally fixed to start working again, it was a seminal moment for me. That is just to tell you that if me as a young man, speedometers not working, developed a pattern of thinking in me, just imagine what a father and a mother does or say, how it affects the outlook of their children. So the sum total of this is what the children exhibit in the society. What is society? Collection of families, collection of values, interchange and exchanged. Society means trading the values you have with the values of other people. So take, for instance, you that came from a good family, you start to trade the values with a boy that came from a family where his father doesn't see anything wrong in slapping and beating his mother and cheating on his mother. Or his mother doesn't see anything wrong in abusing the husband. Because you see, this Nigeria that is problematic, all of us are the cause. That's why sometimes I look at us, we go to church and we deceive ourselves so much, but our hearts does not conform with the word of God we listen to. You are a high-class professional working woman, and you still keep saying your money is your money, and you don't really support your husband, and you know you have the money. What kind of values are you building for your children? It is not every man out there that is bad. It is not every man out there that wants to collect your money. There are some men out there that are bad. I won't relegate that fact. But if you can support sizably, support. But also men too, don't be stupid enough to say, oh, I will not do anything, and because my wife will be the breadwinner. Because you are putting equal pressure on your wife. Support each other. That's the capacity of how love grows. Hope you know, as a man, in a family that when the children grow up and they are going to meet their mother for everything, Lobaya. Hope you know you are planting a memory scheme in the life of those children. And hope you know the consequences. Be careful of Lobaya. Go and meet your mother. Labaya. Be careful. Because all of you, we all open our mouths, including me, Rufai, we all open our dirty mouth and say Nigeria is not working. But our family is working. Please go and call everybody you know to listen to this message. This is one of the most important messages they will ever hear this year. Our family is working. Can you truly say that your family system has contributed a lot of value to the Nigerian cause? A lot of people can't stand boldly to answer that. You live in a family where you bring up your children to abuse their housemates. Your children will sit down morning till night, no sense of duty. They won't do anything. They will finish eating, they will help them clean their plates. Your first daughter is 25. She can't even make Indomie. And you're saying you are building a family. You're not building a sustainable family where people can be self-sustainable. Mr. Richman, and you are the motivational speaker outside that's telling everybody that, oh, leadership is bad. Your children will be worse than the leaders we are producing today. We say they are bad leaders in Nigeria. Are those leaders not from family? Hope you know, for every bad leader you see, it's a testimony for his family members. Oh. For every corruption he's perpetrating, it's because people in his family are telling him it's the best thing ever to happen to them. So why don't we have families that call out evil? It's because we've built a dysfunctional family unit. And we live in perpetual self-deceit. And we expect a collective to be better. Nigeria quickly becomes a cacophony of voices that you can't segment the truth from the possibility, because we have lost a family unit that truly debates idea with a view to clarity. I put it to you, with your big English, sir, and ma, with your big position in corporate Nigeria, you are the problem of Nigeria. I put it to you, sir, and ma, I am the problem of Nigeria. except we build sustainable family units and we keep our families functioning with a mindset of sustainable possibility for nationhood and national development. Your children first learn about how bad Igbo men or Yoruba men or Hausa men are from you. Subconsciously, you taught them sentimental bias, albeit some of you were acerbic in espousing your bias. But you are the one that goes to open your dirty teeth and preaches one Nigeria. But in your room, you are biased. Why don't you start from preaching true one Nigeria in your room? Than going to live a fake life. You know me, I'll give it to you. Loju doesn't, Loju pali. I tell you the way it is. And I talk to myself too. We have built this family structure of constant shenanigans, and we expect a national structure of integration. We can't deceive ourselves. Everything starts from the family. And except Nigeria as a nation starts to raise an emergency over family structure, we'll never grow. I was watching a video recently where the president of Kenya had to say how alarming it is that over 27% of the nation is born to single parents. I'm sure we've not even taken his family statistics in Nigeria. Do we even care? Do we even care? I keep saying we should have a dedicated family structure, arrangement mechanism in our government where we even do family stats and we do how we can support families. Because everything wrong with Nigeria is wrong with families. And government where you're supposed to provide infrastructure. Everything in life is conditioning. The reason why people are going to Canada is not that they are going to make money as such, but it's because they want some of their children to see a place where there's possibility and things work. And that's why we have not provided that through our own inclinations here. I'll never forget another episode about a young boy that just came from France for the first time. This thing happened around 1998. And this young boy was in the house with his grandmother. I was there. Everybody was playing, talking. All of a sudden, NEPA took lights. So the young boy became hysterical and started telling his mother in French that I am blind, mommy. I am blind. I am blind. Probably the young man had never experienced power cuts. Not to say power cuts don't happen in France and other parts of the world. But that moment was very seminal because that boy spent another 1 month in Nigeria. And the same young boy that the first day tasted the first power cut says I am blind, in the space of 3 weeks, when anytime NEPA brought lights, he was so excited to scream up NEPA. The question is, what changed? Conditioning changed something. Please call everybody close to you. They must listen to this message and reshare it. It's the value of your family. Powerful. Conditioning changed something. Do you know that same level of conditioning is what gradually changed our families from the level of accountability to the level of bizarreness? At some point in Nigeria, it was fashionable. If you bring something that your parents know that you don't have the money to buy to the house, they will say, where did you get? In fact, they will send you out of the house. But now, the family structure has also changed so much that boys that do Yahoo, their mothers have an association called Yahoo Boys Mothers Association. And people are proud to be mothers of Yahoo boys. But it's these same mothers that will come out and say Nigeria is not working. And they will say the reason Nigeria is not working, that's why their children are doing Yahoo. So it's cutting off your head, the solution to headache. It's fraud and crime. And the solution are people not building apps and still making good money to support their families. So what we have done is we have taken our prospects away. We have destroyed our value system in family. We have sold the wrong sentiments. We don't see good possibilities in our families, but we want to see a great nation. You can't have a great Nigeria without great families. Is it any better in the West? No. That's why you're seeing societal chaos. So I'm not going to say it's an African problem. I'm not going to say it's an African problem because it's a pervasive problem around the world. But me, I'm more concerned about Nigeria because Nigeria is the purview God gave me. Somebody's complaining that the life is glitching. I've changed device. Francis Abraham, we'll also look into that. Thank you so much for that. So I'm more concerned about Nigeria. And those are part of my circumspections for you today. We don't uphold our family. Sometimes you wonder, do wives truly love their husband? And do husbands truly love their wife? We've brought about a bad culture where we feel it's best, it's okay. It's no big deal to cheat on your wife. No big deal to cheat on your wife. But there are repercussions. Husbands too are complaining. Wives, once you start to get older, that's the time they will go and visit their children abroad and leave you alone. But I know if two of you truly love each other and stay with each other, you should be able to support each other even to your old age. Because I look for the possibility and I say it can actually happen. I tell people, what me I go to look at, because I'm a hopeless romantic, I don't lie about it. We also grew up in a society where people are not supposed to espouse their emotions. I'm a hopeless romantic. I love love. And the things I go to look out when I'm abroad, I go to parks and I go to look at how old people in their 70s and 80s, husband and wife are still together, doting over each other, loving each other, hugging and kissing each other in the face. And I say, wow, these are good standards. And it's not that they don't have children. Their children are probably old. But even at that old age, that's where you're going to see the best of companionship. But in our own society, there are cases too, so I don't make a fallacy of hasty generalization, but they are rare. Most of the cases are, why are men leaving their wives? Why are women leaving their men when they get old to go and say they are sitting with their grandchildren abroad? Don't they enjoy the company of their husband? These things are issues in families. So our ideas before now are very warped. You can't build a great family without, you can't build a great nation without building a great family. The question is, in 62 years, how has Nigeria failed in taking care of its families? Because family is the basic microbarometer of everything that happens in society. What is society? Accumulation of family. Even a madman is from a family. Is there anybody in this world that's not from a family that fell from the sky? If you are, please call me up. I am not from any family. You probably came, even if you don't know who is your father or your mother, you came from a family. So question is, how are we upholding the values of family. Because if we don't get anything done. If we don't, we can't bolster any possibility. If we don't, we can't change the dynamics of society. If we don't, we can't uphold the status quo of development. Because you see, this will also permeate into how you run infrastructure. And that's why I always make the emphasis. Don't get me wrong. Infrastructures are good. But if you build infrastructure without mental structure, it's pure destruction. Because, you see, I remember when they first built the bridges, and they used to put railings on the bridges. People used to go and cut up the aluminum railings and sell. Do you know that those people are from families? The people that went to remove the tracks on train to sell, are they not from families? Do you know that if we build mental structure in families, they're educated, we're enlightened, and we teach them values? Do you know that they will not go and be destroying the structure? That's why you see, you Yorubas have a saying that Omota bita oko nyog kota. What it means is the child we give birth to, and we don't give mental structures through learnings. We take the infrastructure we built and sell it for cheap. The reason why people are destroying the infrastructure we're building is because we've not given them mental structure. And how do you get some of those mental structure? Through family. Because that's one of the first agents of socialization. Then school. But school will still come back to family. Because school is a collection of representation of different families. That's why when you go to school, you bear your surname, your father's name. You don't bear, you call your surname. Why? Because you are representing your family. That's why in your national life, as you grow older, you are representing your family. I bear my surname, I bear my grandfather's name, Oseni, my great-grandfather's name. It's passed on for me for a generation. This Oseni name, at least, if my memory serves me right, has been existing as a surname since the 1800s or 1700s. Oh yeah, 1800s, because the one I know, my grandfather was, at least, okay, let me not make fallacy of it because I'm a man of facts. At least I know it's been existing, Oseni surname I'm bearing. It's been existing since 1900. Because my grandfather, Kadiri Oseni, was born in 1900. He died in 1975. And my own father that took up the name was born in 1936. He gave me the name. And I will probably take it up and give it to my children. And my brothers and my sisters have already given the name to their own children. And it's been transferred across generations. So probably from the start of 1900, the name has already outlived me and my father. So the name has already lasted close to over 100 years already. And that's how powerful your name is. And your family name. But a lot of people don't get it. Just one name lasted over 100. Over 100 years. But the question is, what is the value system that name is known for? And as it is with many families in Nigeria, they have names that have lasted over 100, 200 years. At least mine, I can plot mine back. Okay, my dad never told me that his father talked about his father a lot. So that's what I'm saying. I'm starting from 900, but he talked about his father a lot. And I'm sure he probably got it too. So if my grandfather was born 1900, I'm sure his father would not be born anything less than 1820 or 1830. So I can even posit that this my name goes back to 1800s. And that's what families are like. So when you say the nation is not good, families are not good. You are saying Nigeria, there are many families that predate Nigeria. My family predate Nigeria. My father predate Nigeria. My father was older than Nigeria. Well, he passed. My family name predates Nigeria. Question is, what values do we teach them? What prospects do we make them learn? This message is for all of us to introspect. What are we feeding our children? What are we making them see? As a father, you are taking your son to your girlfriend's house and you are telling him not to tell mommy. You are a fool. You are a fool. You think it's cool, but you are a fool, sir. You are taking your son to your girlfriend's house and you are saying, don't tell mommy when we get home. And you bribe the boy. And truly, you will not tell mommy. But you are a fool. You are destroying the boy. You are building a serial womanizer. And I have to enjoy my life. No. Once you have a child, you are carrying 4 generations between your loins. What you do as a father will probably reflect on the child. So if you don't know, start fixing it now. And what you do will probably reflect on Nigeria as a whole. Young girls that they give birth to from good house, they are not safe around that boy, that monster you've built called a child, because it's going to break their hearts. One woman is not enough for him. Didn't he see his father going to carry girlfriend despite his mother was there? So one woman is not going to be enough for him. And after they will call them Yoruba demons. I'm not a Yoruba demon, no. And that's segregationist, because not necessarily doesn't mean only Yoruba people cheat and all of that. But you are building demons into society. Men are scum. It came from the 3 generations back. The scum started from that 3 generations back. Women too, you are not left out too. Hope you know. Because you might not do your own in front of your children, but you know. You are listening to me now. There's no man you've not slept with in the office. You know. And what shocks me is the hypocrisy of going to say, oh, raise up holy hands in one accord. Confess your sins to God and desist from those ways. You know, madam, you are the CEO of that company. Your own is to be sleeping with all the intern boys. You've sampled all the intern young boys that came to do internship in your office. You know. And it's you they will call for panel session to discuss on the family. And you will analyze very well. You know, you can speak English now. And that's why I don't even respect English. It's about your heart. The Bible says it watches the heart, not the big English. You know yourself now. You form the caucus, association of highly successful women, and no regard for your family, no regard for your husband. You know, I once told one woman, she came to complain to me about her husband, and I know how she treats her pastor. I said, madam, if you can just give the same respect you have for your pastor to your husband, your marriage will be perfect. And since then she tried, it's been perfect. Your husband is your rock, the head of the family. But your pastor is more important than your husband. Are you really okay? Any pastor that teaches you that is more important than your husband in your life, he doesn't like you. And you too, Oga, young man of God. You know she's a married woman, no? But you are telling her to come and cook for the sanctuary of God when she has her own family there. Use wisdom now. Use wisdom now. Eh? Anointing without character is pure katakata. Anointing without character. It's not by shaking. Anointing, yes. If you don't have good character with it, it's katakata. You know the Yoruba saying fokpoloshe. It's not child's play. It's not like my Igbo brothers. It's not chere cambiao. Fokpoloshe, use your sense. You are supposed to build a cohesive society as a man of God. You know families have hardly fed. You are telling them to give to you. You know they don't have. Then you are blackmailing them by saying it's those that gave yesterday that receive. No, God is not a slot machine. It's not kalo. He chooses to bless anybody he wants at any time. It's not because they gave to him, that's why he blesses them. He will bless you at his own time. And if he blesses you, you can give. Sometimes you even call them out in the middle of service and say, brother, I know you want to go to the next if you don't have money, but give your last card. How is he going to enter boss home? He will trek home. The gospel is the good news now. Test your faith. No, now. Be realistic with the man now. But why don't you build them up so that he'll be able to give? If he has, he will give, but not. We need to be careful of some things we do, because these things feeds through the family. We need to be careful. I'm sure somebody wants to talk to me this Sunday morning. I could preach a whole hour on this, but I know a lot of people want to talk to me. Nigeria is not good. Families are not good. I'll post the message on the podcast on my Twitter page at Rufai the Fire. And I've got 2 new YouTube pages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post some of the message and just tell Yemi to help me upload the audio and maybe like a picture of mine in the background on Rufai Oseni online and Rufai Oseni YouTube page. You can go follow this YouTube page so you can have only the pure messaging apart from the whole show. Bless you. I've posted this one on my podcast, Rufai Speaks podcast, Value of Family, I'll call it. God bless you. This is a powerful message. You want to call me up 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. You say you're saying everything on my mind. God bless you. God bless his word. If you check your network, that's what Precious A is saying. Prince Will Seeko, good morning, Rufai. Bless you. You're very correct. Adegboyega is saying, good morning, sir. Your words always inspire me. Keep it up so much. Some still believe in religion that says you're entitled to 2 or more wives. Does that preach love? That they've got their body of belief. The question is, what is your belief system? Powerful Sunday morning. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, good morning, Mr. Rufai.
Morning, God bless you, sir.
My name is Adekunle Adegboyega. I'm calling from Munich, Germany.
Great to have you, sir. God bless you, my regular, lovely brother. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yes.
I just want to appreciate all what you have said this morning. Your words always inspire me and my family, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
But my concern is all about what you said this morning. I'm so happy. You know me, I don't go to church. I have a lovely family. I have 3 boys and my wife is with me. So I'm the kind of a person that don't really relate with people. I keep to my family 247. If I go to work, then I'm back home with my family. Okay. Another thing is that I don't even know any member of my family member in law. Like my wife, mothers, my wife, fathers, I don't know anything about them. But I have a very beautiful family, and I'm very proud of that. So my concern is all about this religious aspect. When I was talking to a friend of mine in Nigeria that called me sometimes ago that, okay, I had a baby, with whom, again, it's my second wife. So what do you expect me to do? You have to help me. I have to help him. Why do I have to help you when I have a wife? When I have a wife and I have 3 boys, and you are expecting me to help you that have 2 wives? The guy now telling me that, do I know it's in the Quran that said they can marry 2 or 3 wives or 4 wives? Does that preach love? That is my question to you, Mr. Rufai.
So I'm not a scholar in the Quran, but one thing I know is there's a caveat to that thing. You can marry more wives if you can love them equally. The question is, can you love people equally?
Is it possible to love 2 women at the same time?
So that's
when you say you love someone, you love that person forever.
So that's the answer.
Why do I have to say to someone else, the only person I can say to I love is my wife and my children?
But another thing about you is, if you want to help the man, help him. If you don't have the money, there's no point, because he's made his own choice. All right? And don't judge him.
Yes.
That's his own prerogative to life.
Okay.
We see in parts. If you can help him, help him. If you can't help him. But don't bring in the fact that you have 1 wife, he's got 2 wives. I can't help him because of that. No. That's not a great point. If you can help him, like a human being, help him. If you cannot, because you are tired financially, okay, I'm tired financially, I can't help you. So anybody, it's their life. You know, they can do whatever they want with their life. People can do whatever they want with their lives. But a lot of people miss the caveat that if you can love them equally. That's what I know that it says. All right. And it's his prerogative. If he chooses to marry more than one, that's it. I've also seen Muslims that only have 1 wife. So it's their prerogative. So it's their prerogative. So it's not don't make a fallacy of a generalization of everything. No. So know you for yourself. And also, you need to be able to know the family of the woman you are married to. It's only important because you are not only marrying that woman, you're marrying her family. If nobody else told you that fact, that's the fact. You need to be able to know them.
Yes.
You're not only marrying her, you're marrying her family at the same time. It has to be said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Mr. Rufai, wait, this, you take, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Rufai?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can understand where you are trying to come from. But my question now is that, do you think it's still right for people to be married or to be having 2 wives in this generation with all what we have seen? I'm from polygamous house, and I know what I've went through before I succeed in life. You know, my mother can never pray for my my half brother that he should succeed more than me. Likewise, her mother too. Do you think this is right?
So one other thing I also have to tell you is that you know the best you can say is, think of it before you do it. You can't tell people how to live their lives. You can't tell people how to make their choices, really, because it will be you trying to play God in their lives, because you forget that they're human beings too. So anybody that's made their choices, they made their choices. Obviously, they'll see the consequences, and they'll learn to live with it. But all you can just tell them is the consequence that, I went to a polygamous house, and it wasn't a good outcome, you know. But you can't also tell people directly how to live their lives. I mean, if you could do that, then God will not give us the capacity to be able to think and make our own choices.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Bless you.
Yes. So now I've learned something new again. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Bless you so much. Bless you so much. All right. 0700 903 0700 903 903. Those are the numbers to call. And I had to just share this perspective because we all talk about the big dreams for Nigeria. Yeah, it's good. We all speak all the big English, isn't it? We're all big English speakers, but we don't talk about our families enough. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Bless you. Great to have you, sir.
How's the day today? How's the day been?
Going well.
Well, I must confess that I just stumbled on your station, and I heard you speaking with the last caller, and in fact, you did a great job with him. Thank you for that.
God be praised. Yeah.
So, before I would not want to tumble into the discussion without understanding what the topic of the day is. Pardon me.
Okay. No, we're just okay. You're about 9:45 minutes late because 9 o'clock we started a message on the value of family in Nigeria. You know, we talked about the Second Spectrum series. But maybe when you listen to other callers, you can call back.
No. With the topic, I think I can say a little about it.
Okay.
I can make my little contribution.
Okay.
Yes. I appreciate that the value of family in Nigeria is in the context of something that is affecting the global world at large. The decline in family values. And to now worsen it right now is the importation of foreign family values into Nigeria. What I tell people around me is that if we look at the Western society, we will discover that the family value has been neutralized to the extent that even children are sensitized by the society to call out their parents. Call out their parents if the parents are doing what the children don't want. Not necessarily the discipline. Simple thing as what the children don't want. I saw a video trending to which a 4-year-old boy called 911 on the mother, and the 911 had to send a dispatch. When the dispatch police officer got to the house, the child told the officer that the mother is disturbing him to come and do his project, which is his homework, and he doesn't want to do it. But the mother is insisting that he should do it. Now the mother is inconveniencing him. So the officer had to, in his own wisdom, pacify the child and make the child understand that this thing your mother is asking you to do is for your own good, you understand. So I'm trying to make you understand that the extent to which those civilized world has gone to make the parents, to take out certain responsibility from the parents and give it either to the children or to the government itself. It's as bad as the government can come and take away your child from you for not doing the right thing or whatever. I understand that there are some parents who have
that's a very simplistic argument. Hope you know.
Some parents have excesses. You understand?
Yeah.
Which
So that's a good one. That's a good one.
I understand that.
Argument. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing that. Some parents have excesses. I understand that. But we're saying that generally speaking, the children have been sensitized to take advantage of that societal empowerment to the extent that a boy of 10-year-old, you would tell the parent, no, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, even though it's the right thing for the child to do, and all that, the parents cannot enforce it. So things like that, as to now add it up to the family women, sorry, is a very sensitive topic. The women, if they are in a marriage, they are not comfortable, they can call up the marriage. So we see a situation whereby those sacrifices, those things that people, those sacrifices that people sacrifice to keep the family value together, nobody is ready to sacrifice anymore. The children are not ready to sacrifice themselves, or as in their obedience or their whatever. The husbands are not ready to be sacrifice their ego to keep the marriage. So also the wives too, they are not ready they are not ready to sacrifice respect and honor to keep the marriage. So they don't get it. Once they get into a marriage, they don't get what they want in that marriage. They are looking for a way out, regardless of whose ox is God. Forgetting the children. What happened to the children? What happened even to the woman's health? What happened to the man's health going forward? If nobody is any other person's, they don't care about anybody anymore. That is why that value has declined, and we're seeing a lot of divorces, a lot of separations, a lot of issues in the society. Look at all these children out there now. They don't. I'm sorry to say, they're not getting those parental care that some of us were opportune to get. I understand that, okay, some people have wrong or bad upbringing. However,
hello? Oh, okay, we lost that. But thank you so much. I mean, pretty much the slant of all the things we had pretty much talked about. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Great to have you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning. Yeah.
How are you, right? My name is Umar Shehu. I'm calling you from Peterside.
Great to have you, Umar. Yeah.
Well, this is a very good topic, and people contributed a lot. But let me go back to the last caller. I'm a Muslim. I'm just trying to chip in what you said. Actually, there is a caveat in that quotation in the Quran. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now, in fact, the Holy Book...
So that caveat is true, that if you can love them equally, right?
Yes, I just want to expand it here. Yes. The caveat is, in fact, the Quran said marry 2, 3, 4. If you cannot, marry 1. In fact, if you cannot be able to manage, take care of them, health-wise, economically, and you marry 1, or you even marry slave, because those times they are slave. So you marry slave, at least you buy the slave, you marry her, if you know you cannot do justice. But in essence, God knows say you cannot do, even our children these days, look at even our children that we born with the one wife, we cannot do justice to all of them. Your mind will be at rest, or you like one more than the other, maybe because of the way he performs in school or other issues.
Yes.
Now, so the Quran said, emphasize on try to do justice, try to do the best you can. But God knows say you cannot do justice 100% to all of them. But you're doing your best, then God will know say you've done your best. That's what the Quran said. Try to do justice, try to do your best. Now, if you cannot be able to even handle one, take care of one, go and marry slave. That's what the Quran says. So there is a clarification, expansion on that.
Thank you so much for that clarification. That's a very good clarification.
Yes. So actually, then an issue of value. Actually, as the other caller said, we take values of the other countries, Western world, and other things. Well, actually, that's how it is. But I have a lot of friends that are Christian brothers, friends, and colleagues. In Islam, you can easily divorce your wife, and your wife can easily divorce you on the condition of a reason that is acceptable by the religion. But in a Christian community, you go to court, the court will be... I have a lot of friends, now they are suffering from that. The court, the justice system in marriage, this one, it takes a longer, how many years, without even resolving the problem in the court. So I don't know. So that is why, in the Western world, she can just wake up and move on with her life, that she don't want to live with you. The only thing is the court will take care of how you give her the tokens to take care of the children and other things. So I think the family values, we imported a lot of Western. We have to simplify this issue. You can't live in a house whereby your life is threatened, whereby you are not happy, and you keep living. So we have to simplify the issue. Like in Islam, if you don't want the marriage, there are conditions to look at it. You just move on. So you divorce you, or even the justice system allows for divorce. Once the reasons that you put on ground are actually at mercy of you. So it's easy, you just divorce her, or she will now file that she don't want to go with you, her life is this, and just move on. So that's what I just want to chip in. Thank you very much.
Really appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. We'll take a couple of calls more about the family value system. It's an expansive message, and you can get it. We're streaming live. You can get it again on my Twitter at Rufai. You can get it We're streaming live on YouTube. A lot of people are watching, as always, worldwide. Somebody's saying, please, there's a glitch and all of that. Yeah, Ambassador Musba is here. Ambassador Musba, how's it going? How's your event going? You know, I said we're supporting you. How are you? Ambassador Musba? Oh, we lost that. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Around a couple of minutes after 10, we'll go straight to an interview I had with somebody before. Alhaji Buba Galadima is going to be talking about the NNPP and politics in our nation building segment. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Rufai.
Great to have you. Morning. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Tunde Boboye.
Great to have you, Mr. Tunde Boboye.
I'm calling from Ondo.
Oh, good. Good to have you, sir.
Yeah. I think my contribution this morning is we really need to go back to the family if we want to make headway in this country.
Yeah.
The values are totally lost.
Yeah.
And I think there should be a way we should institutionalize the family through education. Yeah. Now they have removed history from the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
Civic education is nowhere to be found.
I think it's been brought back. I think they've put history back. History is back there as an elective.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody to study. It should be at every level. America, from the early stages, they learn history. Civic education should be all through school for everybody. At least the elementary, secondary school, people should learn all those basic things about how to behave in the society, how society is governed and all that. People should learn it. Because now these days, parents are looking for what to feed their children with. They are looking for the daily livelihood. They are looking for bread every day. They wake up very early in the morning. They come back very late. They don't even know how the children are being brought up. They don't know anything about it. The children are resorting to the social media, internet to develop their own way of life.
And that's what it shows. You know, when a lot of people complain about social media, I tell them they shouldn't complain about social media. It's just a reflection of how dysfunctional most families are. All the people abusing people and threatening people. A child that was born in a good family, would he abuse people? Would he threaten people? Would he say hate things towards people? So it's just a reflection of social media is a reflection of the dysfunction of the Nigerian family system.
Definitely, it's a reflection of the society itself. So it's
how dysfunctional Nigeria is, the family unit is.
I get so many information from social media, very good information to help me in my career and all that. So I can't say social media is bad.
But the people that post bad things there, it's a reflection of the dysfunction.
Yes, it's a reflection of the dysfunction. And this will continue as long as the parents are not available to guide their children.
Yes.
You put a phone in the hand of a child, you don't know what is doing on it. You don't. So that is where we need to get it right in this country. We need to return back to family. If we talk about this leader is bad, that leader is bad, they all develop from within us.
Families, yes.
They are from one family.
Yeah.
So if I imbibe a wrong value, when I become a leader, I'm going to trash the society. So we need to look back and ensure that the family is the focus. All these developed worlds, they lay emphasis on their children. They lay emphasis on how the family is able to take care of the children. But here, we don't care. You say, yes, the religion allow them to marry, but are they able to take care of the children? All over the streets now, you have children begging.
Even people that marry just one wife too, are they able to take care of the children? Even the fathers these days, are they themselves need to be fathers? You know, there are a lot of men wearing pampers that are becoming fathers. That's the problem. No value system, no morals, you know, and they are still sleeping with 5 different women outside, and they are saying they are fathers. So that's the problem. That's why we have a society of baby mamas. So many baby mamas. So there are more children today being had out of wedlock in Nigeria. There are more children being had out of wedlock in Nigeria.
Yes. because and this issue of family values has to go around everywhere. For example, the churches, you see some minister preach about if you are 31, you are not married, you are a failure, you are this, you are that. So much emphasis on marriage, when the people themselves are not prepared for family life.
Yes.
They are still babies. So the society needs a total overhaul. We have gotten everything wrong.
Everything, my brother. Everything.
Yet we are asking for good leadership. How do we get it? Do we import one?
Thank you so
So
much.
we need to go back to the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's get other calls in. In fact, I've been thinking about an idea where we even get to sit down with parents of people that emerge leaders in Nigeria and ask them how they were as a child forming. Hello, how are you?
Hey, my brother.
My brother, how's your event coming up? How's it going?
I'm looking for everybody's prayer. It's November next month, and it's closing by, and I believe in God that with my morning and night movement, I believe it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. You just keep doing it.
Our positive mind that it's going to be great because it's been for a long time. Yeah, that was my prayer. And I worked towards it more and more.
Just keep doing it, my brother. It's going to be well. I mean, we're talking about, I said before that you cannot build a country without building families. The reason why Nigeria is in the problem it is today is that we have a lot of dysfunctional families. And you see a lot of them,
Yes.
And you see a lot of them on social media. People that abuse, that destroy other people, It's because they are from dysfunctional families. A child that was born in a family of respect and gratitude will not go and destroy and slander other people. The people that they're using as, bullying tools on social media, they're from families. It's because the family structure is decadent.
My late dad,
Yes.
very much, you all tell me one thing,
Very good. Remember the son of whom you are.
Yeah, and he told me my name, I'm here now, I borrow it. If you know he cannot make this name great, please leave it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told me. This name I'm giving to you. Your own is yours, but the surname is not for you.
Oh, yes.
If you know you cannot keep it safe, please leave it. Go and you are allowed to get your own name. And this keeping telling me, and I have this at back of my mind any day, any time that I will never engage in any negative activities. I will never. I get into my family. I do not allow my family get into me.
Yes. I
participate more in my extended family, but I do not allow them to participate in my own personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Even that my wife and I, my children, we are one family.
Mm-hmm.
If I allow the third party to come into us, scatter has come.
Yes, you need to protect your family. Yes,
I protect my family. None of my siblings can just. If my wife did then nothing wrong, please talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not my wife. Talk to me. I will do the correction. It's not for you to correct my wife. That's what I told my family. Oh, your wife is too late to just give you a baby. It is with me and her. Did I complain?
Mm-hmm.
I did not. We are united family. So please don't come into it. So what happens is that some people who are not like some baby mama. You have one family here. You have two boys.
Yes.
The two boys pregnant somebody.
Yeah.
And they are still living in the same room.
And they are not ripe enough to own the family. You see, a lot of men in diapers are still the one trying to carry baby in diapers. They are not ripe enough to own a family. They have myriads of baby mamas everywhere. There's sexual promiscuity. They come on social media to abuse people and destroy
others. Family value.
And
they don't value themselves. They don't value their family.
And that's
they don't value their father themselves. Look at they can talk to that day anyhow. Look at short another person's parents. We such your parents too. That is, you should not be your data now.
Many.
I don't blame them. If I say that, I know. I'm going to check their family.
And that's why I keep telling people that, you see, this new Nigeria cannot start without a new family.
At all.
The problem of Nigeria is the problem of every family. If you don't have good family structures, you can't have a good Nigeria.
At all. It's all under the roof.
All the crooks, all the thieves, all the societal mishaps, come from a family unit. And if these families are destructive, they are pulling others down, they are hateful, hate will spread.
Sure.
Every family learned first of how bad the other family is from their own family.
Sure.
I tell people, everything about Nigerian history was first learned from the family. So if your father told you a lie about Nigerian history and told you that people from other tribes are bad, then you will never grow. So we need to go back to the family. And if a government is right thinking, they should think of the family. Because when we lose the family, we lose a nation. Every woman that becomes promiscuous had probably seen somebody that was promiscuous and accepted promiscuity for them.
Exactly. So
everybody that does evil are coming from a family where evil is accepted.
Sure.
Everybody. Sure. I was saying on air. I said for every corrupt politician is one family's prayer points.
Well, yes, one prayer point. Let me show you.
The reason why he's continuing his corruption is because they are happy to benefit from his corruption.
For
every corrupt politician, there's a corrupt younger brother benefiting from him.
Surely.
At the expense of other people.
Listen, as a governor, you have one car, one house before you become a governor. And you come back home without one car and one house. All your family will reject you. They will never want to stay with you.
Yes.
I don't want my day. Yes. What are you there? You are there for people now. But you come home with thousands of houses of cars.
But we have a family that even abuses you for serving the people. If you are a governor in this country and you come out of office and you're not rich, your family will be the first to abuse you. So what kind of family are we building? They don't support you and tell you that, what you are doing is wrong. So for every bad thing you do, and as long as family supports you, that's how our country starts to destroy. So when every member of each family is opening their mouth, let me say, even including my own dirty mouth, to say Nigeria is bad, then we should look back at the family structure, because we all ruin Nigeria ourselves.
Yes. Anybody that insults his dad, what do you expect? Someone that insults a mom, what do you expect?
Yes.
You can insult anybody.
Yes.
But respect your dad, respect your mom. You will never ever utter a word disrespectful to anybody. Family background matter.
Let's talk to one or two other people before we start to go straight to another great interview I had with Buba. I just connected a lot of people on my Instagram live. Thank you guys so much. Good to see you. Maybe I'll try to be bringing you into this our church on radio every Sunday morning again. So Instagram, you would enjoy it, and YouTube, great to have you. Facebook people, maybe I'll have to start bringing you people into it and see how we can connect. Then multiple YouTube pages, Rufai Oseni online on YouTube. It's possible, but we need to introspect. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Great to have you. You'll be the final caller because we need to go for a quick interview now. Hello.
Hello, like what people have been contributing and just...
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Something. I'm Solomon from Majo.
Yeah, great Solomon.
So you have said it all. In every good family, there must be good from the elderly person there, which is the man that forms that family. In like one of the callers said that when you come out with a car, a house that you want the government with, your family will be the first to approach you. That is true. But if you are a good man and you are a good man, make a family like Christ being a father of the church, I think you be the one to address the situation. In every situation you find yourself, the man has to be there to build that family.
Yeah.
Somebody who comes out to have two wives will be able to address and build that family. When you talk about lovement equally, it doesn't mean the excessive need of the one of the wives. No. It depends on how you build them equally, love them equally. That is what you are doing to one must be done to the other. If you know you cannot do the two at the same time, it's better you do away with it.
Okay. I mean, thank you so much for those words. You know, we really appreciate you for that.
So that is all about that. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for all those words, and this is just very inspiring and impactful words. We'll switch to the interview. You know, we had with Mr. Galadima. He's speaking for the NMPP. We'll keep interviewing a lot of politicians as this political season kicks in. There's so much to talk about. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you. We will kick that interview in, then we'll come back to talk some more. Keep the phone calls coming in. 0700 903.
Exciting time for political discourse on the radio. I've got somebody, a very prominent, respected politician, Alhaji Buba Galadima, has seen it all in Nigeria. Currently now he's supporting the aspirations of the NPP, whose presidential candidate is Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Alhaji, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Alhaji Buba Galadima.
Thank you very much. Fine.
Alhaji, a lot of people are saying that this Kwankwaso presidential idea, that you people should have done a deal with the Labour Party, that you will have stood a better chance. But now that you are just going to win a couple of states in the north, if not, you are might not even win Kano. What do you say to what people are saying, Alhaji?
Well, thank you very much, Rufai. We've had such insinuations. We've had such assertions, because we believe that in this respect, the media is being used by the powerful. The media is being used by those who have stolen public money and can distribute to any level. We are not unaware of this. But let me say something. The thing is that we learned severally, and I was asked severally on international media, on local media, about Kwankwaso being only strong in Kano. And I'm very happy with this, because every politician needs a base. And Kano is not an ordinary base with the 6.9 million registered voters. If we could put that in the kitty,
Hello, Alhaji?
recent events.
Yes.
So we even added that there will be one or two states. That is a good platform. We can put the three cases, Katsina, Kano, and Kaduna. That is racing home with over 10 million votes. I don't think that any politician in Nigeria has got such a base. But you know, as a fact, that I have been sending you video clips of our visitation to certain states of the Federation. And I'm sure that is what made you to call me and for this program.
Yes, Alhaji.
From the clips I send you.
Yes, Alhaji. Yes, because I saw those crowds and I'm asking what is going on, because that's what people are saying, that, Kwankwaso is not holding ground. But I'm seeing those clips you're also sending, and I'm seeing the numbers. But people will also argue, Alhaji, that to get a crowd is not a problem for a politician. Would those people vote for you on election day in those states you've talked about? Hello, Alaji.
How do you, how? Let me tell you that we have candidates in every constituency of the Federation, namely Houses of Assembly, House of Reps, 28 state governorship candidates, and Kwankwaso is the presidential candidate. More than all the parties of APC and PDP. And of course, Kwankwaso, I can say with certainty and with pride, with arrogance, that he can win the votes of 80% of Northerners. That is his base.
How is Kwankwaso going to win the vote of 80% of Northerners?
I'm coming, please. We have clearly demonstrated that by going to places where you think are outside his area of influence, Borno, Adamawa, where Atiku comes from. We were in Benue. We were in Kwara. We were in Kogi. We were in Kebbi 2 days ago. And recently, we were in Niger. Of course, we had and there is no politician included. I want you to keep a record that when Tinubu, who is from Lagos, comes to attend a rally in Lagos, whether he can gather 10% of those that Kwankwaso have gathered to see Kwankwaso at Araba Rago. And you have records. Look at Atiku's homecoming in Adamawa, whether he had one half of the crowd that welcomed Kwankwaso in Tiola and into Mubi. That is not even the issue. The issue is that Kwankwaso, we only give message. Give message to people. None of this, we have never given anybody and find out from them one penny to come out and welcome Kwankwaso for any of the visitations that we met. That is the difference. You people have even claimed that he has no money, therefore he cannot run a campaign. Fine. He may not have stolen public money as the others that you eulogize did. But if without money we can gather such a crowd, what stops them from voting him? That is passion.
Okay, Alaji, let me ask the question again. You said Kwankwaso will win 80% of the votes in Kano. I'm asking you how. 80% of the vote in the north. How is he going to win it? Where you have Atiku Abubakar there, you have Bola Tinubu there, you have Peter Obi there. How is he going to win it?
Hometown of Dada and his own ward. Then Atiku can take the presidency. Atiku is not in contention for this election. Where is PDP's base? Southeast and South-South. You know better what is happening in the Southeast. Of course, I can dare say that Peter Obi has eroded PDP's influence in the Southeast. And Wike has eroded PDP's influence in the South-South. And where is his base in northern Nigeria, where he can challenge the supremacy and popularity of engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso? What we are saying is that Kwankwaso is the only person among these candidates that is the most educated, is the only person that you can see his record of performance indelibly, touchable, verifiable. What is achievement in northern Nigeria?
Alaji, a lot of people argue with you that it is not only the north you win to be the president of Nigeria, you have to win other regions. Are you saying that Kwankwaso will win Lagos, will win Southwest, will win Southeast, will win South-South? Is that what you are saying? Or once he wins the north alone, he will be happy?
I told you now I'm telling you something. I said Tinubu, he gathered people in Lagos. We can win Oyo. We can win Cross River.
How are you going to win Oyo? How is NMPP going to win Oyo?
Hold on now. We can win in Delta. Me, I'm telling you that we can. What they are talking about?
Alaji, how is NMPP going to win in Delta?
I say we can win 7 states in the South-South. Let's assume that he doesn't win 25% in any of the southern states, and he wins 80% of the north. And Tinubu and Obi shares the southern votes. Who is the president?
But Alaji, what's the base you have in Oyo?
There is no air.
No. Alaji, hang on a minute. Alaji Buba Galadima, hang on a minute. What's the base you have in Oyo? Your party, a lot of people are saying, is just, proudly known in the north. In fact, only in Kano State. And you are saying you want to win Cross River. How with NMP? Is it because of Akpanu Dehe that you say you are going to win Cross River?
You see, we are grassroots politicians. We don't need to make noise. We don't need to motivate the press. What we are doing is to make you see practically that we own people, that we are popular, that our message is being received. It doesn't matter when you don't take it. The election day will confirm what I'm saying.
So you're saying Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso has a path to presidency. There was a recent poll that was done that said he's going to come distant third or fourth, that he's not going to do well in this election.
Please, Rufai.
Yes, Alaji.
You mean that if I sit down in my room and concoct a call, Tinubu, Atiku, Peter, 0%? That's concoction done by Peter Obi people. We know they are fighting in the platform that they claim that they conducted that poll. They are even trying to bribe them. There is nothing they are not doing. We have not, our ears are not on the ground. We don't want to fight with any candidate because we don't know when we will need them. This is such that it can become conclusive. So you become friendly with the Peterside, the narrative for running down any candidate to stories about candidates.
Okay, Alaji, let me call you let me call you back on WhatsApp so that the line will be clearer. I think I'm losing you with this telecom line. I'll call you back on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you now well.
Good. So as I was saying, Alaji, so you said the poll, you said you don't believe in the poll that was done that puts Peter Obi at the top.
Conducted by who? Conducted by...
It was conducted by NOI polls. NOI polls. NOI polls, that's what they are called.
To whom does it belong to?
NOI polls is an independent polling company, a statistic company.
No. It's Atedo Peterside, who is Obi's promoter. You people, you expose yourselves.
No. I'm just saying that Atedo Peterside commissioned NOI polls.
Is Obi's promoter and Godfather.
Okay, so you are saying, so you are saying Atedo Peter.
Is good.
So you are saying Atedo Peterside is Obi's Godfather. Yeah, are you saying Atedo Peterside is Peter Obi's Godfather?
Yes, because he even brought him into the Labour Party.
But Atedo Peterside is of the SDP, is not of the Labour Party.
It doesn't matter. You do know which party I belong to?
You are in the NMPP now. After you used to be in the APC
now.
before.
Can you show me my registration?
But you openly said now you are part of the NMPP. That's what you said, Alaji. You said.
No, I said you can now. If they ask you what is my registration number, you wouldn't know. But I'm a supporter of Kwankwaso.
So you are saying
the issue is that let's not open the Pandora's box. The poll conducted was 419 by 419ers. 419ers. That's the poll.
Okay. Let me come back to you. Why do you think people in Oyo and South and Southeast will vote for NMPP? You think the candidature of Kwankwaso is a good one?
Hold on now. The test of this thing is in the public. Didn't you see the gatherings in Oyo? Didn't you see the gatherings for Kwankwaso in Lagos? Didn't you see the gatherings for Kwankwaso in Delta? Didn't you see the gatherings for Kwankwaso in Edo? Didn't you see the gatherings for Kwankwaso in Cross River?
But Alaji, it's not by crowd that they win elections. So if it's by crowd that they win election, the man with the highest crowd should be declared president.
I understand, not by crowd. So by what do you measure now?
It's by people coming out on election day and actually casting votes for the candidates.
Why don't you wait until the election day instead of running Kwankwaso down?
No, I'm not running Kwankwaso down. Alaji, I'm saying you should market Kwankwaso to us. That's what we're saying.
I say, don't worry. the day of reckoning will be coming. It's good that you even run us down so that you do not expose us to the extent that these vultures can kill us.
So, Alhaji, if Kwankwaso doesn't win, can I interview you after the elections and ask you the same question?
Why not? But he will win.
How will he win?
Without doubt, he's winning.
How will Kwankwaso win, Alhaji?
Are you a soothsayer or you are God, Rufai?
I'm not a soothsayer, neither am I a God, but I'm just saying, tell us his path to presidency.
I've tried to because I've shown you evidence that he will win because he's the man with the largest crowd. That is the measure of popularity. If you have any candidate, let him come out. Shebi Obi gathers 1 million man march in every state capital. Just hold the video and count the people. There are not more than 20 to 50. And you see only 3 vehicles, always in the same vehicles.
So you're saying...
expose you, please.
So you're saying Kwankwaso will win and Obi in the south. Is that what you're saying? And in Lagos and other parts? Is that what you're saying, Alhaji?
It's okay. He will not win. Just wait. That's good.
Okay, so what does Alhaji Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso really want to do for Nigeria? What's his candidacy all about? And when is his manifesto going to come out?
I want to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think that Kwankwaso cannot win and Obi will win? Give me one earthly reason.
Alhaji, in this conversation, I've never said anybody is going to win, but I'm just asking you, what is the path to presidency?
You're asking me about my principle.
Yes.
You obviously would ever expect me to say that he will win. And
no.
I've given you empirical evidence as to why he will win.
Alhaji, what?
Listen, Rufai,
yes.
Let's not argue much because you are taking my time. Let me give me one empirical evidence why you think Kwankwaso cannot win. And Kwankwaso, including federal government, the government of Kano, all the politicians in Kano put together in 2019, he defeated all of them. And they took the...
So, Alhaji, are you saying Kano is Nigeria? Because a man did well in an election in Kano that he didn't eventually win, does it mean he will win Lagos, Cross River, and other parts of Nigeria?
I'm responding to an issue you raised yourself, that he may not even win in Kano.
Yes, because people are talking about the Ganduje factor. Because people are talking about Ganduje.
Who is Ganduje? A thief? So you are promoting a thief?
No, I'm not promoting a thief.
Rufai?
No, Alhaji.
You didn't see the dollar.
Alhaji, I'm not promoting a thief. But people are saying the Ganduje factor, that he will support his APC people.
Person of integrity, that you can even think that Ganduje is your role model. I'm disappointed.
People are also talking about Shekarau joining Atiku forces with Atiku Abubakar. Atiku used to be former governor of the state, former presidential aspirant, candidate.
Please, Rufai, look, why don't you follow us? We are going to be in Kano next tomorrow. We are going to just fly to Kano the following day. On Sunday, we will be leaving Kano for Kasina. Just follow me. I will send you all the pictures.
Please send me a line.
After taking hundreds of millions of naira that Atiku promoted Shekarau, they went to Kano. They didn't gather 2,000 people. And if there is any gathering that they made of 2,000 people, please send me the picture.
So are you saying that Kwankwaso has never taken money from Atiku?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Give me evidence.
Are you sure about that? Because you keep saying other people are taking money.
Atiku talk. I dare Atiku to speak, not you.
Okay, so you...
Atiku that Buba Galadima said, you didn't, Kwankwaso never took 1 penny from you as a bribe to do anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So we'll tell you about Atiku and who he is.
Okay, so what does Alhaji Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso want to do for Nigerians? That's what Nigerians are asking, because a lot of people say they don't know him that much.
What does Peter Obi wants to do for Nigeria? What does Tinubu wants to do for Nigeria? What does Atiku want to do for Nigeria?
No, tell me what Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso wants to do for Nigerians.
I will answer you now. I'm asking you a question because I know where you're getting to.
I don't know what they want to do for them because I don't speak for them.
Candidates that you think will win the election.
No, I don't think they'll win the elections. I don't support anybody. But what I'm just asking you.
You don't. It's okay. Then open your heart, please. Make it big heart. I will talk to you.
No, Alhaji, I'm opening my heart. I'm opening my heart.
Speak now.
Yes, go ahead.
Why Kwankwaso think what is he going to do for Nigeria?
Yes.
He's going to promote unity.
How?
He's going to bring security. I think you are asking me. You are hostile, Rufai.
No, Alaji, you know we come a long way. You know I'm not hostile. I'm just asking you, how is he going to promote unity? That's all I'm asking you. I'm just asking how. You know we come a long way, Alaji.
Because he was governor of one of the most populous states and cosmopolitan state of Nigeria. And while he governed, nobody complained of his high-handedness. And when he was sharing legas, including scholarship, he gave it to Igbo people, he gave it to Yoruba people. In his cabinet, there was a Yoruba man, there was an Igbo man, there was an Edo man, there was a native man.
Okay.
That is unity.
So that's why you think he will promote unity, because he gave scholarship to every...
Can I move forward? You are asking me a question. Don't block me, please.
Okay, Alaji, go ahead. Go ahead.
He will provide security. I'm sure you will ask me how.
How?
Thank you. How? Because as of today, Kano is the most peaceful. It's the most peaceful state. And that, hello?
I can hear you, Alaji. Go ahead.
And that peace, the foundation for that peace was laid by Kwankwaso.
But Ganduje is the governor maintaining that peace.
You mean there is no foundation for good governance?
No, there's foundation now, but
you are now portraying.
No, Alaji, you know me, I'm an objective journalist, and that's why I called you to give you this airtime. But there's a governor in charge there that is taking responsibility for the state. So you said he laid the foundation. How?
Under whose tutelage did he become governor?
Okay, so now you're saying Ganduje is the boy of Kwankwaso, and you accept him as your boy now, right?
He was a tutelar student of Kwankwaso because he is an ingrate.
No, but
you cannot deny that fact.
But
I can bring recordings where he kneels before Kwankwaso.
But
to show he was his, but he's no more his student. Because of the thievery.
No, but just now you claimed that he was a student, that he tutored him.
Because he tutored is fine. Yes.
So why are you denying Ganduje now all of a sudden after you say he was a student of Kwankwaso?
You know, Rufai, you can't catch me in all this.
No, Alaji, I'm just having a conversation like we normally have.
Listen to me.
Yes, Alaji.
He brought peace. And that peace he brought because while in public office, he created an environment that is bringing this peace today. And one of the environments is that he stopped illicit drug circulation in Kano. He has picked all the bad boys from the street, rehabilitated them, trained them, gave them startup capital to start business. Today, they not only look after themselves, but they look after their parents and they look after the larger society. So it is that employment by Kwankwaso in taking the state out of drugs that made Kano one of the most peaceful states of the Federation. 4, there is no governor that has given education a priority than Kwankwaso. 1, he built 11,000 primary school classrooms. He took all the Almajiris out of the street, built schools for them because they are also Nigerians, paid their teachers, give them 1 meal per day. He built 88 secondary schools, 44 of them formal secondary schools, 44 of them technical schools. He built 6 polytechnics to further retrain the products of the technical colleges. Kwankwaso built 4 colleges of education to retrain
Okay. So, Alaji, let me break this down for you. You've said all the things he's done as regards education.
I've not said, I've not even started.
No, just hang on a minute. You know, it's a conversation, so we interrogate some things. Yes, he built this, he built that, he did everything and all of that. Very good stuff. But other people will argue that, with you, that, okay, a Peter Obitu says that, for instance, under him, the WAEC ratings of his students in his state went up. In fact, they became second or first. He always says that too in the campaign. What was the WAEC rating of Kano State under Kwankwaso?
Fine. WAEC rating, I don't have the figures, but at least it is from the WAEC results that he was feeding 2 universities of Kano. It is out of that he sent 3,600 Kano indigents to 14 countries of the world. It was out of that WAEC result that he sent students 400 to Igbinidia University, 400 to Bell University, 400 to Crescent University, 400 to Al-Qalam University, 25 to Abti University, and a host of others. Can Peter Obi tell me how many graduates or Tinubu that he sent overseas to learn? Yesterday,
I'm sure if they are here too, they'll be able to tell you, Alaji.
Oh my God,
no, go ahead, Alaji. They'll be able to tell you too.
Just 1 minute. Don't eat my time, please.
Okay.
Don't eat my time. Yesterday, we got stranded in Birnin Kebi, and the pilot of the Azman aircraft that was to go diverted the plane and came to Birnin Kebi because he learned that Kwankwaso was at the airport and he was supposed to come to Birnin Kebi later just to pick us into Abuja. And he, inside the plane, he said that he's greeting his mentor who gave him scholarship to learn this piloting, and that his co-pilot is also a student of sponsored by Kwankwaso, and that the man, because he was told by the man at the tower in Birnin Kebi, he was the one that told him that Kwankwaso was stranded at that airport. And when we landed in Abuja, he also told the gathering in the plane that the man at the control tower is greeting Kwankwaso because that was also a person that he sponsored. Is there any pilot or any sailor that can tell me that Peter Obi sponsored him?
Okay. So, Alaji, for the sake of balance, if you ask people to, they will tell you that Tinubu has done for them, sponsored them in school. They will tell you that Peter Obi has sponsored. They will tell you that Atiku. No, hang on. Let me finish, Alaji. Atiku too has.
Atiku has a university where you cannot pay yourself.
Alaji, just hang on a minute. Atiku too has sponsored them in school, so everybody will have good tales to tell.
How many did he sponsor?
No, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, Alaji. But I asked you just now. What's the WAEC rating of Kano State under Kwankwaso? So you couldn't tell me that. You couldn't tell me that.
I don't want to lie because we are not lying.
But
I have told you the products of the WAEC from Kwankwaso.
No. So Alaji, hang on a minute. You talked about Kwankwaso feeding people. The government of Buhari too can tell you that they do school feeding program. So Yes. No. So I'd like to ask you, all these monies that you said Kwankwaso used to do all these projects and send people to school and scholarship, was it Kwankwaso's personal money or Kano State government's money? Is that not what he's supposed to do with the money of the people?
That is excellent. That is excellent because Peter Obi was a governor, Tinubu was a governor, Atiku was vice president. They had access to public funds. Why didn't they use the public funds for the people to whom the money belongs?
Who told you they didn't use the public funds for their people?
They didn't. Now tell me who they used it for.
If their own people come here too, they will tell you they use their public funds for people.
Tell me that he sponsored you.
He sponsored me?
And forget about that. Let me come back, please.
Yes.
Kwankwaso, after leaving public office, he also sent 370 postgraduate students to 14 countries where they studied masters. And Kwankwaso, after that, from his own pocket, have sponsored 70 PhD graduates, including himself. On the 7th of October, we are going for his graduation.
How did he get the money to do that? How did he get the money to do that?
Hold on.
How did he get the money to do that?
Has built a 12 classroom, primary school classroom here in Nasarawa, in one of the most remotest villages. A headmaster's house, a headmaster's office, and a staff room. Kwankwaso built a university.
Alaji.
Just hold on now.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, hold on. He built a university at Masaka, and he gave scholarship to four students from every state of the federation. Please send your team to go and verify. And please, I volunteer. You take me to where Tinubu, Atiku, or Peter Obi built an institution where he gave scholarships to Nigerians from all walks of life.
Alaji, I don't hold breath for this candidate, but I'm sure that if they have their surrogate here talking to you, they will show you the things their candidates have done. Alaji, I'm asking you now, what is going to be Kwankaso's plan for education? What is going to be Kwankaso's plan for education? Is it just to build schools?
Interview is really drawing a lot of conversation. I guess somebody calling me from Spain now for this interview. Hello, how are you? I'll get all your comments on this interview. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, where I am. I'm from Spain.
Great.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rufai. I thank you so much. My name is Godwin.
Yes.
I'm
Godwin.
so happy, and I watch you almost every weekend like this. I wanted to talk to this man that you were just asking some few questions. I'm so ashamed of people like this who is old, who have refused Nigeria to move forward by lying to us. Being Kanu, there is nothing Kwankwaso have done. Most of all these things he say, he believes in lying in politics. We have above lying. We cannot continue to lie to Nigerians and the face of all what we are passing through. Everywhere in Nigeria is done. So we need the fresh people that can move on. By lying with scholarship, what are they do? We don't want to see what they have done before. We thank him as a former governor. You ask him a question, he jumped papa that he refused to say where Kwankwaso is still making his money. So this is just my little contribution. It's a shame for this old man to continue lying. He lied before they bring Buhari. Now he's lying again for them to bring Kwankwaso to power. I'm so ashamed of his children. I'm disappointed on him.
Okay. Don't go personal.
Thank you.
He has a right to his views. Those are his views. You can call them lie, whatever you want to call them. 0700 903 903 903. A lot of reactions are coming in. I will conclude this next week. I'll give you the concluding plan next week. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, how are you? Are you ready or no?
Great to have you.
Yeah, I'm Umar. I'm a northerner from Kaduna State.
Great to have you, Umar.
Yeah, I don't know why this man called. I'm just talking freely. I don't know, but as a journalist, please, I beg you, in the name of God, can you people send your people to go and verify what all this achievement that this guy mentioned? I'm a witness. Even here, I live in Festac here in Lagos. I have so many people who also finances to study abroad that are working in FIRS, in Masa here. They are here in Festac. So why would somebody call and say he has been in Kano? That not even the bridges fly over there you see in Kano all over. Kwankwaso started it. In fact, I'm an APC man, even though I'm a government worker, but I have interest in APC. But we have to tell the truth. But how can somebody, because you say you be in Kano, me I'm in Lagos, and so many people go to Nimasa and verify, go to FIRS and verify. So many people can also finance. He still finances them. So why would somebody call and say, old man, we outside in the north, we respect old age. I can't be, even the way I see people abusing old people on social media because of politics, it doesn't work like that. Whatever you do, it will read back to you.
Okay.
So how can somebody call and start abusing an old man, say this old man? This is nonsense. Please avoid all this in your radio station.
Thank you so
That's
much.
why people in the north don't even listen to all this program.
Thank you so much.
We have respect for elders. Please, this guy should sit down and spend and talk nonsense there, please.
Thank you so much. That's your view. All views, all sides. Keep it clean. No insults, no embarrassment of one another. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good morning, Rufai.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, good. This is Chuck calling from Northampton, UK.
Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah. Thank you for exposing these people, but I think it's a little bit too much because the man you just interviewed, Buba, he has nothing to say. There's nothing reasonable I heard from him speaking. You know,
but he stated his own point of view. He stated.
Yeah, I know. You know, but when you're asking somebody a question, he's not coming out with the answers. To me, because his intention of coming here is to come and talk to you, and you asking questions that will make Nigerians to trust them. You know, but when you're asking him, he's not saying anything. You know, this is the problem we have. All these people coming to represent. You said it yourself, right? You said we need these people to come and talk to us, not sending emissaries to us. We need to hear from them, because tomorrow they will tell us we didn't say that. You know, so this is the problem we've been having, and I think you are doing a great job. But please, you guys should stop bringing all these people, like the ones you asked on Arise. You heard what he's saying. He's in London. He don't even know where his master is.
No, but the truth is, everybody has a point of view, and the media we bring all sides, including surrogates, including candidates. That's just it. So that's the work we do in the media. We give every side of view. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate you. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Great to have you. Yeah, they need the number on the website, please. They need the number so people can call on YouTube.
Okay.
0700 903 903. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is Solomon from Ojo.
Great to have you.
I would like to contribute in this discussion.
Yes.
What I really want to say is this. You see, like what the man has just said, the past caller has just said. If really they want to speak to us, what they have for us, they will come in person. Then the person representing them will be on their own call anytime the people need them. They will not be the one to. That was the reason why they share this country by contract. Anything they want to do to us, they go in contract. So something will get to us. Everything must have gone on share. So if they have something on us, let them come direct to share with us. You are not even being in government today. You are representative. You are having a series of representatives on that. Why? How do you expect them to speak your mind?
Okay.
They will only speak in respect of that, in respect of their own benefit, what they will have to benefit from you. We don't need that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All sides, all views. That's what media is all about. That's what we here are all about. All sides, all views. All right. 0700 903 903 903. Please keep it clean when you call. I'm not saying don't state your own part of view, but don't abuse people. Don't go out insulting people. It's not that deep. It's politics, really. It's not that deep, really. Just state your own part and don't state your arguments. I would take your arguments. I would say, okay, yeah, good. Well, I need to fact check you. I'll fact check anyway. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Great to have you.
Hello.
I can hear you loud and clear. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Lagos.
Good. Talk to me. Go ahead.
Okay. What the man is saying whatever you do yourself, you're doing it for future. But what the man has to tell me, let us assume is all right. How they tell me, all this is for him, for Kwakwaso, if it is true. Because other candidates, that, as you rightly said, the other candidates has many to say. For example, one of the candidates I know, he started doing public schools a white fees when he saw the problem involved. And since then, the state has been paying the white school. So all those students they pay white school fees for. Can you forget just a fellow? Whatever you do, you are doing it for your future.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. That's my contribution.
Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're going to hear the concluding part of the interview next week. We'll take a couple of calls more. 0700 903 903. And he still said more in the interview, so watch out for that. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good morning.
Pleasure to have you. What's your name? Where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, I'm calling in from Peterside. My name is Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Talk to me.
Thank you for trying to put your guests on the spot. All your guests have been following you up on all the channels.
Thanks.
Please, I would prefer those candidates come by themselves, not through surrogate. Please.
But you see, let me tell you this. You see, I've been hearing all of this preference, Truth is, anywhere in the world, go and check. There's something called a political cycle. In a political cycle, candidates can come every time for interviews.
Sure,
Surrogates
I
will come
agree.
also.
I agree.
Candidates
I
will
agree,
come,
but
and it's
I
a
agree,
mix.
but
So you cannot say
no, but in the case of Galadima, you connected him on the phone.
what?
He didn't come personally to the studio.
Yeah, I connected him on the phone.
No,
Yeah.
you can as well connect one person on the phone.
I can say, but I don't have him on the phone. If I can get him, why won't I put him on? Didn't I bring Peter Obi down
So
here?
why is he avoiding your call?
No, it's not avoiding my calls. I don't have
Because
his number.
the way you connected Galadima on the phone, you could as well connect one person on the phone.
hello,
Let's
sir.
hear from him. So that you answer all those questions.
Hello, sir. When
Yes?
it's time for Kwankaso to talk on this platform, he will talk. You will hear him. But please, you can't. Hang on a minute. Let me speak now. You're not letting me speak. Oh. You forget I'm the host and the anchor.
Sorry.
You forget.
Speak on, sorry.
When it's time for Kwankaso to come, he'll come on the show. You cannot discountenance their surrogates. Everybody has a right to be heard in a political season. That's just it. This is free speech. But all we just do is give everybody a fair chance to speak. And that's just, so you can't discountenance that argument. So when I hear, I can't come, he'll come when it's time for him to come. It's as simple as ABC.
Well, that's okay. But
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Great to have you.
Please, this is young the bad boy.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, if you see it is in this Nigeria because some city youth have not come older. There is no love in black country, and you see the country, everything now is so hard. It's not hard for the young ones. The young one is even suffering.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say, let our leaders, let them show us love.
Okay.
Let them show some love, because we are tired of this. Now, see, yeah, we are finished of independence. Now, we are bigger than this. We are the giants of Africa, but we are the ones suffering fast. In the whole Africa, if you come to Nigeria, we are the ones suffering fast, and it's not good. Let them try and do something. I'm even working in Lagos State government, but they can't pay us, taking us like a slave in my own country.
All right.
And
thank you so much. You know, I feel your pain. Our dealers should do right, but let me correct the facts. We are not the ones suffering the most in the whole of Africa. Please, Nigeria is not necessarily the poorest country in all of Africa. So I'm just stating out the fact. But things are hard. Yeah, I appreciate that. But I get your point. Let the leaders do well. All right. All right. Just to fact check you a bit there. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Great to have you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Abdulsalam Okolawon.
Great to have you, Abdulsalam. Where are you coming from?
We try, eh? The problem we have for this country now, I had a cause it.
Okay.
All these days when I'm married, 1976, 3 naira I had to pay for this thing, for cook. Now, person where the whole 30,000, when I marry one wife, I want to feed his family. So our problem we have, our header. I'm not where all those presidents, all those council they collect. Eh? What we're suffering the country. Eh? I beg.
Well.
Maybe I go sit down.
It is well. Things will be good. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, pleasure to talk to you.
I'm calling from the Jakonde State. My name is Honesty.
Great to have you, Honesty. Go ahead, talk to me.
Please, this discussion, I've been following it. And frankly speaking, Galadima is a wise man. He's intelligent. But these are the same type of people who is educating Nigeria, telling them all sorts of stories. He has been doing this at the time of PDP. Now he jumped to another party, telling us the same story. Please tell these people they are old enough to be a grandparent. They're not supposed to go meeting. They have children that can work for them. Please, the youth are tired of APC, PDP. Let us try another party so that Nigeria can move forward. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you for your views. Respect your views right here. 0700 903 903 903. And please, just to also let you know, candidates will come, surrogates will come this political season, so that I don't get people calling me to telling me what to do when I bring political surrogates, and that's why they're surrogates. Everywhere in the world, you have surrogates come speak during political season. Candidates will also come. All right, so please, let's just clear that. It's important we do that. All right. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Rufai.
Great to have you.
Good morning. My name is Moijin. I'm calling from Ilorin.
Good. Great to have you. From Ilorin. Great to have you.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to us clear and clear in Ilorin. Wow.
Yes, I'm a should I say I'm a ardent follower of this program.
Thank you.
And yes, I every Monday to Friday I listen to Mary, I listen to Obed, and all of that. So yeah, so for me, we are not that Nigerians are tired of APC and PDP. We are tired of bad leadership. It's just that we are tired of bad leadership. The thing is, all these politicians, whether you want to call it Labour Party, you want to say APC, you want to say PDP, they are just hovering around the same political space. I've been hearing it now. People are leaving APC, going to Labour Party. People are leaving PDP, going to Labour Party. It means that they are all the same thing. What we want is somebody who will come and fix the country, be it APC, be it PDP, be it Labour Party, be it NNPP. So what we want is somebody who will come and fix the party. The politicians, as far as I'm concerned, they are all the same thing. We pray and hope the best for the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. So next week is going to be another bumper package explosive. We're going to finish this conversation we started next week, and we need to wrap things up. If you give me let me take just one call and get ready for the next programming. Hello, how are you? You have 30 seconds. You're the final caller. 30 seconds. How are you? Hello. Okay, we lost that. So that's about the show for you. Next week we'll finish the conversation. We'll also get other conversations in and get other guests in. All right. Thank you guys so much. Bless you all. Bless you all. Bless you all. Talk to you soon.
Another banger. Make a phone, non-stop and back to back.
It's Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Cause I just wanna be with you. Having fun time with these girls, but I just wanna be on top. Oh, yeah. If I'm in love, it's
music just feels so good.
Voice of the People.
When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Oof. Girl, you wanna play with the big playboy.
Voice of the People. Your number one radio.
Overdose me. Love me, overdose.
It's Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
So far, so good.
Do not touch that dial.
90.3 FM.
Do not
yes,
touch
so
that
my name
dial.
is Mr. Ron, and you're listening to Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yatago. Abia.
Number one.
Your station has just been upgraded.
This is your number one radio station.
The best radio station to listen to this year is right here.
Oh, you guys should give me. VOP 90.3 FM.
The voice of the people.
Problem in all the feelings. Make you try to enjoy.
You're listening to the best radio, best radio on we are.
I broke now my business. I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. Things you cannot say with your mouth, who you say with your hands are respond. Keep on popping, keep on rocking. Keep on rocking. Me and you, we got something to know.
90.3.
Feel good.
I feel good.
Feel my
Everything cool and nice.
Feel great. Good 90.3 FM.
Welcome to my home. Let's go.
Now you have a voice.
You're welcome once again on your regular weekly health enlightenment program on your darling favorite radio station of the moment. My name is Steve Aniaboso, your regular anchor person on our show. And as usual, we have also Dr. Godfather Amadi, your regular guest on your health portal. By the way, Dr. Godfather Amadi is a holder of BHNS or Bachelor's in Homeopathic Medicine, Master's degree in alternative medicine, and PhD in electronic homeopathic medicine. Dr. Amadi, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Welcome, listeners. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amadi. While you're waiting for Dr. Amadi to begin to upload what he has for you in stock today as a professional, renowned professional, I want to tell you that today's topic will delve into now that you are known electronic homeopathy. Now that you know electronic homeopathy. Dr. Amadi, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Welcome, listeners, once more, and thank you for keeping another date with us this day. Now that you have known electronic homeopathic medicine, what can you benefit from it? You have already known that homeopathic medicine is all about the use of substances that have the power to cause diseases in order to give relief to such diseases when they are seen in real life. You have also known about the law of cure, which is called the law of similars. In other words, to say similia similibus currentur, which simply means let likes be treated by likes. You have also known that those things which have the power to cause diseases are the only real things that will afford lasting relief to every problem. Now that you have known these things, it is also good for you to know that in various diseases which we want to treat now, that it is very much good to use this system which was founded by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, a German doctor who has practiced general medicine for over 20 years before he expressed his non-satisfaction in the healing of people with the old school system. This new school system, according to Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, which is based on the law of similars, is good for you to now apportion them according to the symptoms you are having in various cases. Let us now try to consider them one after the other. The most common cases we know today, like cases of malaria. We know right from time that malaria, as simple as it is, has been responsible for the greatest number of deaths in our country. We know that various medicines have been brought out to say they can actually take care of malaria. You and I know that there are certain medicines that have been known for the treatment of malaria about 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, but now no longer in vogue. Why? Because they say that the malaria symptoms have now overcome the power and targets of those medicines. You have also known that malaria itself is one of the greatest problems in the sub-African region. And we know that the animal, which we usually call the mosquito, either Anopheles mosquito or the Culex mosquito or the Aedes mosquito, have been the sole responsible person that is the carrier of the problem of malaria parasites. In homeopathic medicine, you have known that through the law of similars, that every problem can actually be handled. And since we say similia similibus currentur, in the trial of remedies, in order to find out the remedies, the homeopathic medicines that have the power to actually give relief to malaria symptoms. Remember, there were certain remedies. Take, for instance, cinchona officinalis, which, when it was given to individuals, made them to have the symptoms of ague. Remember, remedies like chininum sulphuricum, when they were tested on healthy individuals, made them produce symptoms of malaria. Remember that medicines like Eupatolium perfoliatum, when they were given to healthy human beings, they also produced malaria symptoms. The difference now is the malaria symptoms of the remedy we call Eupatolium perfoliatum could be accompanied with severe body pains all over the body, while the malaria symptoms of the remedy called cinchona officinalis will give malaria fever, which will usually be worse from around 10-11 a.m. in the morning, which is also different from the malaria symptoms caused by chininum sulphuricum. The radical selection of the particular remedy that has the particular nearness to the symptomatology of the patient becomes the remedy that will give relief.
Good health news from your health portal of the Roof Foundation. Are you sick? If your answer is yes, then legally, socially, and culturally, you are entitled to this good news concerning homeopathy computer test, analysis, and diagnosis. In this comprehensive computer test, we carefully analyze all your body cells, tissues, organs, and systems from head to toe, giving rise to pinpoint accuracy in diagnosis and quick relief as obtainable in India, USA, Germany, and worldwide. It is pocket friendly. It conforms to international homeopathic standards. For inquiries,
check Torobuchi Foundation International Center at number 9 Olowo Street off Obafemi Awolowo Way, Ikeja, Lagos. Number 9 Olowo Street off Obafemi Awolowo Way, Ikeja, Lagos. Or you call them on the following numbers: 080 3707 2231, 080 3707 2231, or 080 9921 6000, 080 9921 6000, or better still 080 2224 1516, 080 22241516, or their email dorobuchigodspower@gmail.com, dorobuchigodspower@gmail.com.
Now that you have known electronic homeopathic medicine, it's no longer advisable, it's no longer reasonable, it's no longer just for you to use such crude substances which you know by law of nature does not respond to that law of similia similibus currentur. And that is why many medicines that have been used in the past have at one time or the other changed their position and no longer has effects in the treatment of malaria symptoms. Therefore, when you, your relation, your child, your parents is having frequent case of malaria, time in, time out, always remember that there is that system of medicine that is based on the law of similia similibus currentur, and that is the particular system that may be able to offer you the required relief. That is malaria. Also, this time around, having known electronic homeopathic medicine, you should know that many cases of, for instance, fibroids in the case of women, most times when we check by law of similars, those remedies which, when they were tested on healthy human beings, they were able to cause the proliferation of myomatter, the proliferation of tumors, the proliferation of fibroid matters that now begin to enlarge. Have you not seen the futility of people trying to go to remove by mechanical system the full-grown fibroid myomatter from the womb, either by surgery or by other ways? The nearest thing to learn from them is that after removal of such growths of the fibroid matter from their womb, it only takes about 1 year or 2 years for the same matter to start growing again. Why? Because the law of similia similibus currentur was not used. Now that you know electronic homeopathic medicine, is it not wise enough for someone, your relation, your spouse, or anybody that has such problem to be introduced to the system of homeopathic medicine, which is based on the law of similia similibus currentur, whereby those substances, those remedies which have the power to cause fibroma growth in the womb of women should be used, and by the law of similars, it is possible to offer the relief therein. The people who have removed by mechanical means or surgical means their full-grown fibroid matters have only learned that it started growing again. What about the situation where you knew about your homeopath and then you could have resorted to the system of treating with homeopathic medicine even after you have removed the fibroid matter? What do you think will be the result? And that is, by the way, now that you have known electronic homeopathic medicine, is it not wise, is it not better to know that those people that have the sensation of hotness in their body, which has formerly been based either on shortage of vitamins in their system or shortage of red blood cells in their system or a kind of menopausal system, and has failed many times because of non-application of medicines that do not correspond to the law of similia similibus currentur. Now that you have known electronic homeopathic medicine, why not advise such relation to adopt the system of electronic homeopathic medicine, wherein medicines which have the power to cause exactly such symptoms of hotness of body and proved on healthy human beings should be utilized to use this same system to offer relief to such person? What about those people who have moving sensations in their body? Such moving sensations, sometimes they feel like ants moving in and out of their body. Sometimes they feel like it is worms that are moving in their body. Now that you have known electronic homeopathic medicine, why not advise such people that such symptoms are not by witchcraft, and such symptoms should not be targeted with such hard drugs that have no resemblance to the law of similars? That certain medicines, while proving the efficacy of homeopathic medicine, certain remedies, when